Let me see. Oh, what's going on? I'm in bed, maxing, relaxing. I'm gonna do a blood. I'm letting my inner Pisces out. You know what I'm saying? Let's see who we have. Huh? Hey, prophetess. I feel like it's been a minute. Carmelo, Carmelo Ali. What's going on? It's been so long. Jeez. All right. Let's see what else we got. That's it. Yeah, maxing and relaxing. You heard right. Today I will be doing just a blood moon uh reading, just forecasting the energy just a little bit. See if I can help somebody out there, because if I'm picking this shit up, that means somebody's thinking it, feeling it, like someone's in trajectory for this. So everything is for a reason. Um I'm gonna take advantage of it in a positive way because it is an eclipse. It's like one of them kind of usually though, but for the most part, fuck the moon. Okay? Popular opinion. Ah, and since this is supposed to be the longest blood moon I think that we've had since the 2022, and that was a doozy right there. That ooh, we were doing some ritual, we was doing some group shit on that one too as well. That one was crazy. But anyways, yeah. So it's going to be a very long blood moon slash eclipse, which the blood moon is an eclipse, right? So it's going to be pretty long. All right, it's going to be pretty long, and these type of, you can call them anomalies, if you will, but they are like the shortcuts, if you will. And some, I don't want to say shortcut, but they are like in a video game. Sometimes you can go down this little hole over here, or go in this door over here, and then you come out over here. You know what I'm saying? So that is possible when you have a lot of different influences, such as this blood moon going on and stuff like that. So for changes that you're serious about, you know what I mean? You're ready. Let me put it to you this way. If somebody came up to you and was like, in order for you to effectively assume the you that is who you desire to be, does what the fuck you want to do, and has what you want, it's going to cost you this of your current self. That's why you hear all that sometimes, like, oh, you're gonna have to die to your current self and shit. But I guarantee you it's gonna be shit that you don't want to give up. I guarantee you that the shit that makes you feel safe, the shit that makes you feel like everything is gonna be all right. Because really, what I'm gonna give you an example too with that. Okay, I'm gonna use myself. Uh, Now I do enjoy smoking all kinds of things, herbals and cigarettes, right? And I am fully aware that this is going to sound, you probably have something like this for yourself, all right? But this is going to sound dumb too. But as long as I can afford a pack of cigarettes, like coming from where I came from, like that's my little anchor thing that, like, hey, everything's going to be cool. Do I need to do that? No. But there are other things that go deeper, right? Like, for example, you probably have some activities that you do that aren't doing anything for you, but maybe giving you a little bit of dopamine, as opposed to other things that, those things that you should yourself about. I should be doing this. I should have went for that walk. I should have went to the gym. I should have this. I should have been working on my, that type of shit. So a lot of the things that you want to unleash of yourself, qualities, as far as, you know what I'm saying, like, some of them will come at that type of cost. And people say, oh, I want to change, I want this, I want that. but they just don't want to give up. And I'm not saying that, because you can change right now. I'm talking about right the fuck now. You don't got to do anything. You can just, I'm changed. Why the fuck can't you? Right? But we all have these isms and schisms going on, you know, and they vary from person to person. Anyways, I'm yammering, stammering, but we're going to get into it. Anyways, the blood moons, they help you break through some of them thick ceilings and parts of yourself that seem impossible to get around for you, right? You can lie to everybody else, but let's say okay, so I use an example about, oh, I should have went to the gym, right? Let's just use that as an example because it's easy. The problem with that is not even about the gym part. It's that you said to yourself that you want to do something, that you're going to do something. You probably gave your word to yourself and then you broke it. And if you look back at a lot of your life, that's probably a lot of your life. So you have an aspect of you that don't trust you. It says you full of shit. So it's not that every time you want to change or I want to make more money, I want to have this relationship, whatever, like, so who do you have to be for that? Right? It's not that that part of yourself is like, oh, you know, I just want to be difficult for you. It's just the fact that it doesn't believe you. It's like you always say shit, but I see what you do because I'm with you 24/7. Once again, the blood moon kind of energy, I will say this, is effective for alchemizing those parts of yourself that seem a little extra harder to alchemize. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do, just like I said, a reading on this type of energy. This is a forecast. I'm saying that to myself, to my motherfucking pineal gland, and to you know, it is more of a forecast. So if it you know, if it resonates, take it. If it don't, you're not out of nothing. And yes, we have a blood moon special right now because there's a lot of things that's going on right now. A lot of people are going through a lot of different little shit. A lot of people, the NPCs, really appear to be glitching the fuck out. A lot of people are just bugging the fuck out. You know, wound, vexed, real tight. Okay. So just do a quick wash. Then we're gonna be doing this. So please feel free also, if you're working on something for the blood moon and you want to say, like, well, you don't have to say exactly what you're doing, but you can even just say, what area of your life might you be enchanting today? I don't even know what time it actually fucking starts, but the energy is not like digital, you know, on, off. It's like gradient. It's like when you look at the dawn sky and you see the daytime coming, you can see a line across the sky where daytime, nighttime, but there's not a definitive line. It's like gradient. They fade into each other. It's hard to tell where one. It's almost impossible to tell where one starts and one begins. Okay, we're gonna do this. In case you're tuning in for this, this is what we're gonna get in. Just a second. Okay. All right. So, what is the forecast for this blood moon? Its energies for the next 2 to 3 weeks after this blood moon. But a lot of the effects from these blood moons, they can like set the whole fucking year, block the whole year. It all depends on how you use them. Abba, ara, excuse me. I don't know why it said ABA. You know why? Because of my blurry ass fucking eyes. That's why. What? All right. What is going on? What's popping on the res, baby? Doing a blood moon reading, and then we're doing we'll see if there's anybody here by then. YouTube, I enchant you, I command you. Algorithm, place my nuts in thy mouth, okay? Get the word out. It's not about the product, it's about the word, okay? You can have the greatest product, it's gonna have dust on it if it's hidden away in some fucking box that's inside a container, that's inside of a warehouse, that is in the middle of nowhere. Otherwise, the drug fucking sells itself, all right? Let me see here. Guess who showed up? I'm gonna guess fucking dude with his leg, right? Hold on, no. I'm gonna do this blood moon forecast. So please, I must align my cheese and chakras. Some good old beet juice and electrolyte. All right. So once again, this is gauging the energy of this particular equinox. Not equinox, excuse me. Fucking crazy. Blood moon, blood moon, blood moon. It's September. You see, the moon's already fucking with our broadcast. All right, let's go. Can you hear me? Can you hear me? I should be saying it like this. All right, cool. Yeah, I fucking, I don't know. They did it. So here we go. I'm doing the last shuffling here. Let me just recenter myself because Aura fucked me up. Like I can already tell, like we be fucking cracking the fuck up if we actually like hung out and shit. You know what I'm saying? Because you're crazy and I'm crazy. So yeah. All right. Chakras align. All right. And since it's on the 7th today, I'm going to give 7 cards too. This is a very introspective blood moon. So that's why I'm mentioning all this shit. If you really are serious about that shift, that quantum jump, that you can call it a spirit possession, you know, be possessed by the spirit of the you that you want to fucking be. Okay, forecast. All right, let's go. Let us go. Oh, you know what? First off, because I just do shit like this, go ahead, people. Just if you're watching this, just look at the fucking goddamn deck. All right. All right. And also, this thing is like backwards, so like I gotta move it. Go ahead and just look into the eye. Take a nice deep breath in all the way. Nice relaxing breath. Let yourself breathe. Don't make yourself. All the way to the top. Feel it. Hold it. Release it. Pop it. Okay. We're ready. Licious, it's been so long. You shouldn't be staying away that long. All right. We're doing a Blood Moon read here. Let's go. Blood Moon read. Blood Moon read. September 2025. Blood Moon read today. All right. Forecast. And we're just going to go through the cards brief. I'm not going to like whatever. But for those who want to ask a question, get in now. I don't know how long I'm going to be on here for. And there's a sale. So you can get V.I.P, skip line, do all that good shit. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, no. Yeah, there's some shit. Allow me, well, I'm not even going to say zodiac signs. Let's just get into whatever as far as like, because sometimes I would be like, hey, if you're this, that, or the other, it's probably going to, nah, fuck that. If it's for you, it's for you. What do we have here? Well, for some of you, this shit is going to be welcoming in somebody, probably like myself, who has the ability to like sweep you off your feet. However, hopefully they're not on some fuckery shit. All right. This is your card. This is one of your cards anyways. I'm going to say it like this too. You are going to have that effect on people or on this particular person. So for those of you watching, I feel that this person may not be what you consider to be the one for you, although you really don't know. Kind of let it go down a little bit, you know what I'm saying, and then make a judgment. But off the top, you may not just be like, oh my God, this person's the one. But this person is kind of flighty, or this is if they're the ones sweeping off, doing some sweeping, okay? They are kind of flighty. However, the fuck boy or girl-ery of the whole situation is kind of not there. So it's just kind of their way, and they're often misunderstood. People take things personal, but if it's you, you're the flighty one. But it's not like you're mean. Like some people, if they see you, they already got some foul intentions. Like, I'm gonna dog this bitch out. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, and or if it's a chick to a dude, whatever. I don't know. But like I said, you're just living your life, and this is some heavy like magnetic shit right here. So what I'm saying to you is there is a situation approaching you. You're on the freeway, the alignment freeway, and you're driving down the freeway, and one of your destinations is coming up shortly. And as a result of this energy, because if it's based on you, that means it's something that was important to you. That means it's something you're broadcasting, or whatever. But it's here. It's here. So this is not. It doesn't seem like a long relationship. Also, somebody else is gonna find out that they are pregnant. Like, I'm talking about real soon. Hold on, we have somebody here. Okay. You already know, Amarina. I'm gonna get to you. You're right up here. Right after I get through with this. Yeah, it's you and me. All right. So yes, a baby. A baby. There's also a baby. Somebody's having. Well, I'll just say somebody's pregnant. Whether you have it or not, I don't. It's on you. Like I said, this kind of goes like it's kind of telling a story in a way. But I'm taking them one by one. So like I said, this one's flighty. So you're gonna, like I said, you're gonna track a situation with somebody that you end up being like you end up like it's really magnetic between the both of you. You know what I'm saying? It's really magnetic between them. There's just some crazy magnetism there. They say nothing's perfect. You might be kind of in and out with a situation yourself. They might be kind of in and out with the situation, but I can see this even just like like I said, the good vibes, the good there may even be, you know, a little bit of intimacy with this shit. Like, I don't know, like when it clicks so hard, you can't help but kind of get like, you know. But there's also a lot of express, like this situation that I said coming up is like going to be very, yeah, it's going to be different than anything that you have experienced thus far. I'm not saying that you're going to be with this person forever. Get that out your mind. What lasts forever, bro? Be happy if even if it's a good month. Even if you have a good year with this person, a good 5 years, it's not a waste. Look who you became. You used them to like sculpt yourself in a way if you did it right. For others, they are going to discover, or it's just going to be put like you cannot deny it, that either you're going to get busted fucking around, or you're going to bust your significant other fucking around, or the truth of y'all's relationship is going to come out. Meaning, like, I'm fucking around and you're fucking around, and somehow this like perfect storm of shit. Oh yeah, well, let me check your phone then. Well, who's this bitch? Oh Lord. So who's that? Somebody just come in here. I can't. All right, my hands are off. This is also, you know, a time, sometimes even if you just kind of dealing with somebody, but you are actually really feeling them, or, you know, they bring something great out of you, they inspire you in some way, even though they may not be. Of course, they're not perfect. You ain't perfect, but like I said, this type of thing, there is this artistic energy too, this very creative energy that is going to be available for all artistic pursuits. There is this energy that's available if you're building your business, if you want to build your business, or if you are just like, I want to do a couple jobs, work 2 jobs or whatever. Who wants to do that? But like, if you like, you know what, for the next 3 months, this is what I'm going to do, boom, 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 boom. You're going to be able to knock this shit out. So in other words, this to me is artistic, and it's also like productivity, whether that be for your business, for your health, for whatever it is, right? So this is there too. And it's, you're going to find also that to do the things that you want to, that you know you got to do, that maybe you were intimidated by, that's because you're overthinking about it instead of just doing it. There's an old saying, and I have to use it often sometimes. I ain't even gonna lie to you. Especially when it comes to like working out, the first couple of minutes gonna suck. So I already tell that I'm tired as fuck, I'm hungry, I'm this, I'm that. Fuck it. And once you get started, or you go out for a walk, right? I'm just gonna go around the block. And then once you're outside, you're like, well, since I'm already out here, I might as well do my regular route. You know what I'm saying? So for yet others, especially those, thank you very much, especially those who are investors dealing with cryptocurrencies, anything speculative. I feel like there's going to be some crazy shit for, if this is for you, then I don't know why that came up with this card, but that's what it is, and that's what I said. For some of you, you're going to be dealing with a change. You're going to be, your finances may take a hit. Maybe you got a business, and you know things and currents change in life and in business. So maybe last year was lovely, and you're still doing the same things, the things that you think are like the right things, but for some reason, it's like it just ain't doing what it was doing last year. So it's even affecting lifestyle to some degree and shit like that. You know what I mean? Yeah, because if that's the case, for some of you, if you're working a business, right, or if you provide a service, if you work a business, you know, uh, even if you provide a service or something like that, um, Yeah, I'm seeing this for those, especially the entrepreneurs and the service providers or whatever. You have some kind of skill, you got some kind of whatever, or you sell products or both. But this is something, yeah, this is definitely coming up here. So I got to say it like I said. I felt that there are a certain number of people who are going to be really fucked up. It's going to set them back a lot, like on that speculative shit. All right. So all I'm saying is just to be careful, just be aware. I'm not saying to be afraid of anything. Sometimes you got to ride the currents of life and you got to tighten the belt a little bit for a second. You know what I mean? Maybe live a little bit below your means and just like fuck it and until the pendulum swings back again. I would really watch out for that though, because a lot of times when I've been extremely broke and maybe I only had a little bit of money, you know, and it's like I remember one time I was with one of my hanging out with one of my friends and we ended up getting high and shit, and then we ended up going by some burger place, and he was kind of he was going through some shit, and he was like, "Yo, he was like, you want a burger? Like it's on me, I got it." I'm like, "Man, you sure?" He was like, "Yeah, this and that." He was like, "Whenever I'm kind of doing bad, like I make sure, like, and if I want a hamburger, let's say I only have $20, but I want like a hamburger or something, I don't eat that shit, but get it." Because if you had money, like, you know, I would get that hamburger. But if I'm gonna act like the broke me, even though my pockets have $20 in it, but that's how situations just totally change like that. You know, when you're that person and you act, because if you had all this money, would you be tripping about buying a burger or a pizza? No, especially for yourself. If you don't give it to yourself, the world and nobody else is going to give it to you. This right here, I feel is attached to with this 9 of clubs, thinking like God. That is exactly what I did too. You know, thinking like God. These are examples, right? And I'm going to use just one from my own personal history. I'm sure you got some too. Um, Looking for an apartment, knowing you ain't got no goddamn money, but also knowing that the apartment I'm supposed to be in, we're going to smack into each other. And you know what else? However, whatever funds I need, I will have them. I have them already. I just don't know where they're going to come from, like logically, linear, time wise. But outside of time, I already have it. People would think you're stupid to do that. Logic says, how dare you? You should go look for a job first and then go look for your apartment. How you going to do this? How you going to do that? Whatever. You know, maybe you have a situation. I call that walking on water. Maybe you had to walk on water sometimes in your life, but it doesn't have to be this big, dramatic type of situation. It can just be on the simplest ways. Like if you know, like your bank account is like, if you opened up your app and your shit's not looking well, but yet you're like, you know what? Money always fucking comes to me. I can't get rid of money. Money stays with me. And if I am the person who that is true for, God damn it, I'm gonna go buy that fucking ice cream. I'm gonna treat myself to that ice cream because I want it. It's mine, right? That's the abundant you, right? That's the you who knows you got it, right? Then there's like the broke you who wants to like grab, like just penny pinch and like, like that's the worst thing you could do is get in that type of state. You know, you don't want to be there. So thinking like God is, you've heard this plenty of times, sweetheart. Okay, like it's that Delulu shit. What you call or people call Delulu, that's that God mind. To the inferior physical human mind, the God mind seems fucking nuts. It seems ridiculous. It seems stupid. Like I just said, how you gonna go look for an apartment and you ain't got no fucking money, no job? Like, what? Where do they do that at? Thinking like God. And I know You are God or goddess, whatever you want to say. You are divinity. So truth be told, nothing's fucking impossible to you, right? But in order to to think like it, because sometimes we be forget, we be actually thinking we're human and shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? We really are committed to this bit. We're playing this role, this game, this simulation perfectly. But yes, so thinking like God. So when you think of like what would my higher self do, or what would my divine self, what would my magical self say about this? You know, you can even ask your magical self. But to that aspect of you that's like nothing's impossible. Just because you can't see how this shit can possibly work out does not mean that it can't be worked out. Does not mean it's already worked out. Creation, as they say, is finished, meaning there ain't nothing new being created. When you cast a spell, do a ritual, you're actually not creating something. You're switching channels like you would on the TV. You know, that's it. Somebody's getting divorced. Somebody's getting divorced. Also, this blood moon energy is going to bring up certain things that have been kind of bugging you out, vexing you out low key. Sometimes we put ourselves, or we get ourselves into situations where we're like divided. And as I always say, a you divided cannot stand. So sometimes we feel conflicted, like, okay, I'll give you an example. You want to make $1 million a month in your business? Family. They're both really important to you, right? If you have a family, maybe you want a family, right? Maybe you want to meet somebody that you can have a family with, right? It's extremely important to you. But also your business is like extremely important to you. Sometimes when you have two values that are pretty much equal in value as far as importance, it feels like you're getting ripped apart. You know what I'm saying? Or this could be just two different situations that are really close to your heart that really do mean a lot to you as a person. You know, it's like your core values or something about yourself even. But that's happening. This is going to help you reassess things. Wait a minute. Do I really need this? Do I really need that? Okay. Or can I just focus on this for right now? And finally, another artistry card. Well, y'all out there who are bold enough to really like express yourself and like let yourself, surrender to your art or arts, whatever it is. Uh, this is gonna be your time, yo. This is gonna be your time. This is hold on. This is kind of also fuckery. This is the fuck boy. Traditionally, also. This is also the card of the actor. Which kind of goes with the fuck boy, right? Because usually that's why y'all call us fuck boys, because like if we're acting, which that would be fuck boyish. You know what I'm saying? That would be fuck boyish. But this is also the card of the actor. So I want you to see, think of this. We're going to end like this. You have a meat suit, okay? You have a vessel. Your soul is currently operating your vessel, or your spirit is operating your vessel via your soul, your soul via through your spirit. That's what I meant. But the actor, that's why I can't wait to take this fucking improv. That's why the actor, like a lot of the exercises in acting are fucking phenomenal for sorcery and magic, because they allow you to assume a particular identity right then and there. Like you are that person right then and there. Especially if it's good acting, it's not acting. You are that right now. You know what I'm saying? Especially like method, if you're a method actor or whatever. But this is the card of the actor. So ending it out, it's like Look at it like that. You got all these different versions of yourself. Imagine each one is a character that you can now put in your movie right now. Which one you're going to cast? And with that, thank you. All right. Aura, I'm going to get to you right now. Surrender to your arts. I like that. Machiavelli Crooks. Oh shit! I didn't even see that was you. Shit. I gotta kind of like, what do you call it if it gets clearer when I back away from it? Because I find myself doing this shit in stores. I feel like my mom. Yeah. What's up with you though, Machiavelli Crooks? How you been, brother? Always a pleasure to see you. We roll back like cornrows. Don't know about that. I think I'm going to give you the regular deck on this one. Aura. Did you say your question? Because I haven't been looking at the chat. I've just been... Let me see here. Okay, wait. Oh, you did? Okay. I just seen it right. There's a lag here. There's a little bit of a lag here. Question. Relationship geared energy for myself. Baby, you let's tighten that question up. I mean, I kind of know what you mean by that. Is it more of like an outcast that you want to see of the energy between yourself and John G? Is that it? When I say it like that, I feel like he's Korean. John G. You've been hanging out with John G? No. Or was that English? John G. That's preposterous. Let's see here. Is we or is we not going to be in a relationship? Okay, I got you. John G. John G. John G. You know, John Galler. John Galler. All right. Let me do a quick wash here. So let's just say, is we or is we not? We kiki way too much. I think though that's great. Is we or is we not gonna? No, I gotta put that. I don't want to put that there. I'm just gonna leave it right there. Is we or is we not gonna be in a relationship? Okay. Because like I said, the timeline thing, and I use that loosely. My personal model for time is not a straight line. The one that I have adopted is a spiral, because you notice things, they do go in a circle, but it's not the same circle. So it's like you could have seen, let's say it's about this, you go by here and then again and again, and this time when you see it up here, it's like with totally different eyes. So the timeline thing is the reason I'm bringing that up is because yes, there is a timeline with you already with John G. You could take two approaches to this, Aura. If you like him enough, or you know what I'm saying, if it's cool enough with John G, then it's time to just command and decree that this is my ball. This is my work right here. It's mine. You know? If you want to just kind of sit back though and be like, because sometimes I like to be surprised. I want to kind of be surprised, but then it's like, You can be surprised with how it comes about, but you don't have to be. If that's what you want, you can actually just command and decree that, and just if you stand on that, it's done. If you keep switcherooing and flip flopping, then your shit's gonna be all flip floppy. All right, we're ready. I'm all. I got the cards all washed up. Let's see what we got here. So before I do, oh wait, you said he wants me to be in a. He wants to be in a So you kind of want to just once again that can be relegated to like a choice or like I said, not a choice, but yeah, your choice, your decision. If you decide so. Right now, you may not have enough data for that. Like you mean like I need to see a little bit more to make my decision. That's always what takes me the longest. If I'm like, especially in choosing targets, you know. But let's get into it. Sit your butt down. Let's sit those res cheeks down. Okay. Make sure your arms are not crossed. Legs are not crossed. Just relax. Just nice and relaxed. Allow your body to breathe. You don't have to force it. You can do that just by relaxing your midsection. And let us get right to it. Go ahead and turn this. Go ahead and just place your gaze onto the eye of destiny here. And I'd like you to take that nice deep breath all the way in. Let's do one. One for the records here. All the way in, all the way in to the top. Hold, hold, hold. Go ahead and release with a sigh. And now, you know what? Them channels are like, it's open now. So congratulations. All right. You're funny. Hilarious. It's hilarious. Yes. Okay. Well, let's go. Is we or is we not? Okay, so I'm sorry to have to do this, but what is her leg dead? Good. I couldn't understand that. You type worse than I do. All right, so I'm just going to keep it on the question that you asked. And that's I prefer to use the positive one. Are we going to be in a relationship? So I'm going to look at this is going to go just cover your whole situation. And what I'm looking at based on your energy is whether you are going to decide to allow yourself to be in a relationship with this guy who clearly wants the res cheeks, the RC. All right. This is the hurt leg guy. Okay. All right. Don't cheat. Once and for all, even including Aura's decision. Give me the outlook. Is she going to be in a relationship with John G? Is she going to be in a relationship with John G from the John G province? All right. John G. She gonna be? Is she going to be in a relationship with John G? So when I'm asking that, Aura, it's like I'm looking down certain timelines, and I mean, right now, all of them are available. So like I said, please don't ever forget that. I know you won't, but just to remind you, it is your choice. It is your decision. All right. Now we're going to see, based off all the energy, if this is the kind of guy that you're going to want to allow yourself to be with, because that's where we're at right now. It's all on you. Do you allow yourself to be in this shit with the leg man, or disregard? She don't need a relationship with John G. She don't need a relationship with John G. She don't need a relationship with John G. All facts, no cap. All right, since we're talking sevens, I'm gonna give you 7 cards. I did get a yes. It wasn't. It's not. It's not a super strong yes, but it is nonetheless a yes. All right. So we do have a yes. We do got a yes. Let me show you. Get these things together. I do find it funny because it's like the last 2 cards are 10, 10. 10, 10. One of the things that the first thing that comes to mind for me when I see the numbers 10, 10 are on, off, on, off, on, off. And to me, that just kind of, to me, it resembles your energy. That's how, what you two, y'all's two energies, like that's how y'all feel to me. You know? All right. What'd you say? Available times, lined, maybe equal green lights. All right. So these are your cards. This is the yes. I made of 7 cards. So it's like you can't get a yes out of 7 cards. Like, come on. First card, 8 of hearts. And it's not reversed, as you see. Second card, Jack of diamonds. Third card, 5 of clubs. Shortly, your mind is going to, according to these cards, your mind is going to change. This is a change in the mind. Okay? This is a change in the mind here. But in a positive way. Then you have, these are change cards. These cards represent different kinds of changes in one's life. So the 8 is a change of heart. 5 of clubs is a change of mind. This got something to do with your goddamn spiritual development. Because you got the 7 of spades. Of course, I know I ain't gotta tell you, just stay aware. You're not looking for a snake, but I'm not falling asleep either. All right? Queen of hearts. Of course, that's you, that's you. Okay? 10 of clubs. I didn't see no like super horrible cards here. Like cards where I would say no. Besides it meaning no, it's like, oh, because I read between the lines. Last card. All right, and this kind of to me represents it's going somewhere. So I just been shown that you two are kind of like on this little journey thing. I guess on a spirit or soul level, if you will. So you guys are definitely going somewhere because, like I said, this is going somewhere. This is going to another level of intensity. The 10s often represent that. Okay, so just so you know, for me, they represent that because 1 is always a beginning, but the 1 with the 0, the 1 is the dick, the 0 is the vagina, Okay, so yeah, but you can go to another intensity up, if you will, or down, right? emotionally, what I'm seeing here, this has the potential to be one of them. Like, man, I wouldn't have bet no money on you, fella, that I'd end up with you or something like you. I could see you telling him this. Like I was about to curve your ass. I came like this close to like just curving your ass and never fucking with you again. Like, man. But here we are, like 3, 4, 5 years later. Who would have thought? But that's the point, though. Yeah, I understand. But you asked me a question, and I'm telling you what you asked. So based off of everything right now, I know you're on the fence. But what's going to end up happening that I see, unless you make a decision, just a no decision type of thing, then you're going to be on another timeline where you just say, fuck this. No. And that's it. But based on just everything right now, I just took a picture of Aura and Tongchi. I'm like, let me run this through the energy thing, see what the energy's talking about, right? It's gonna be one of them because it's already like this. You know what I'm saying? But like, it's gonna be one of them situations, in one way or another that you're like, I can't believe I'm still fucking with you. No, 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 no. I know you're agreeing with me. I didn't mean it like that. I'm just kind of like in my zone right now because it's crazy. But yeah, see the end card. This shows that it keeps fucking going. Keeps going. So even though you're on the fence right now, the way I see the occurrences and situations playing out, what it ends up doing is you end up having like, I know you as a woman, you've gotten with a man before. And initially when a man, if I was to ask you, hey, are you attracted to that guy? You'd be like, fuck no. Would you ever be with that dude, like in a relationship, let alone sleep with that dude? Fuck no, right? And then what happened? And you're just kind of like, wait, what? But then it's like you met the dude, and then it's like he got a cool personality. You know what I'm saying? Or he's funny, or there's something, right? He may not be your cup of tea physically off the jump, but then in maybe a certain conversation, you like the way he's talking about this and that. Next thing you know, you start self-precipitating down there, and you're like, oh, my body's telling me something. She's hungry, and it's like, you would have never thought, though, just from the offset, just from like looking at that person, that you were going to find yourself at some bar or in a little lounge, a little booth, and here you are making a puddle on the seat. You know what I'm saying? So like, you would have never thought that. I hear infinity. So that's what I'm seeing for you. Okay. Now, am I saying that it's going to be without its little challenge or challenges? No. But I think something is going to. How about this? I feel this is how I kind of feel. Okay. It's like whatever y'all are supposed to be or whatever y'all are going to be, it's a seed already. And it's like, it's already like been sprouting, but since it's under the ground, it looks like there's still dirt here. There ain't shit that's came through. But it's like through the next few weeks, especially, I feel like that's when the shit's gonna come out, and you're gonna see something that like, wow, I never. You're gonna look at this. You're gonna look at him in a different way. That's the best I could like in a different way than you are now, because you won't be on the fence if you're looking at it, through the way that I see you looking at it. Has definitely a double alpha. He's definitely a double alpha. What is a double alpha, mom? What is that? Alpha. No, that's what I said. Okay. Wow. Oh, okay. Yeah. So like, it's just one of them things, man. It's happened to me too. You know, dealing with. She says that means he's daddy. Okay, yeah. So you just fighting yourself then. That's what you just fighting yourself. When you're ready, when you're done, when you're finished, go see Chonchi. That's it. That's what I got to do. But you know, you will be firmly on your convictions that okay, yes, I want to be with you, and I know that's kind of what you're waiting. You don't want to get with somebody and just kind of be like, you want it to be like, fuck yeah, I want this guy. You know, if you give me his number, I could put a little things, a couple things in his head, so that way you'll want him. All right. Number one, I tell him, stop telling her that you want to be in a relationship with her. Wait till she tells you that she wants to. And once you kind of switch the energy, it won't be long. Okay? But yes. Oh, fuck. But you know, I got mucho amor for you. And I appreciate you that, you know, letting me read you. No, he needs to make. I wish I could show you the platform I use to broadcast. When I turn the phone to the side, the comments are on the side, and there's this dollar. What is this thing right here? Oh no. He needs to make moves now. Okay. Well, that's what you say, but the point is, I know the bottom line is you would want him more if he could just want you a little less. He still wants you. But in a relationship, you got two people, right? It's usually, and this is not a game, but it's just the way shit is and the way y'all are, the way we are. It's usually doesn't work out when the dude is way more sprung and in love, literally in love with you than you are with him. And you know it's the truth. Yeah, see, I didn't mean to post this now streaming bullshit. Like, fuck this platform, but I don't like this platform. I keep saying it, but I just need to fucking hurry up. I don't be thinking about it though if I'm not gonna broadcast, so that's what it is. But yeah, I know what it is. And I know that you know when I'm talking about you, you know, it may sound contradictory, but you know what I'm saying is the truth. Like that would make your or she'd be like, you know, but people in general, not of course not just women, obviously, but people in general appreciate more when I don't want to say you got to work for it, but you know, and I know you a stand up woman, you know what I'm saying, and I know a lot of women that like deep inside it's like you want that, you don't want to lay down, you don't want to lay down. You know what a lay down is in the sales world? A lay down is when you call somebody and like they pick up the phone and you're like, "Hi, this so and so from the da da da," and they're like, "Okay, I'll take 5." Like they just lay down, you know. Yeah. Thank you, Prof. Yeah, but that's what I mean. So for anybody else, if you'd like to get in where you fit in, and go ahead. We're having a little special. I might even be on later tonight. Maybe just pop in real fast, just for the fuck of it. Uh, you want to follow this text right here, okay? Usually it's 25, which is still nominal. It's still nominal, but We're having a little special here just to totally would, you know. I know, I know. And these types of things are more unsaid. You're not gonna like openly say it, you know. But it is what it is, and I understand because I do also understand that as a woman, you definitely want to make sure you want to vet him in your own ways. Sometimes they're called shit tests. Sometimes they're, but you want to know that you got a solid one and a strong one. And when I say strong, I mean especially like emotionally, mentally. Because if he's going to be the daddy, the zaddy, then if you got a faulty zaddy, then you're going to end up in a fucked up place, you know. So you want to make sure, like, hey, we going in the right. I'm going in the right direction with the right person. But yes, I definitely appreciate you. You know what I'm saying? Anybody else? I'll tell you what, too. Right now, we'll open it up just for a couple minutes before I get up out of here. If you want a psychic hors d'oeuvre, that's a one card reading. It's just a one card pull, one card message. You could put your hand emoji in the chat, and we'll get to that. Hmm. But like I said, I think that I think there's gonna be a changing of it because right now, like to keep it a buck though, or like not to touch back on it, like I think like it's kind of like right now you're in the lead, like you're kind of like boss right now, you know, in a way, in a way, in a way, in a way, you're kind of like you kind of got the lead, you know, so. If you'd like a one card spirit message, leave a hand emoji in the chat. Yeah, he did. I think he did it by default, though. He thinks by letting you kind of like, in a weird way, be like the leader or the one ahead. When I say the one ahead, I just mean like out of the relationship dynamic, you got more of the power right now. You do. I think you do. Yep. We play a how far away is he from you? Again, that's funny. Like verbatim. See how it happens in a weird way, like over a video game, but it's like directly correlated to what I just fucking said, like verbatim. Maybe boss lady. He's in North. Oh fuck. That's got to be a factor. Yeah, that long distance shit. You guys would probably already be together, and he wants to come to visit. I remember you're in Washington. Yeah. Have you been out there? Has he flown you out there to go kick it with him in his home turf? I need to pop my back again. He wants, uh, not yet, but I feel like yeah, that's gonna happen. That's a part of the changing of the guard, also. Whatever. Who knows? You might want to move out there, or y'all decide y'all want to move somewhere else, like or together. So in other words, you out of Washington, him out of North Carolina, maybe somewhere, or depending. More than likely, though, if someone's gonna move and live with somebody, it's gonna be you going to North Carolina. But you're definitely gonna go visit. You're gonna go touch the land. You know what I'm saying? What? Anyways, he wants to do a large land. I'm guessing that means, I'm guessing purchase anywhere in this fucking dollar sign thing. It won't let me read the rest of your comment. Because it's like, it's like on the corner here, but like if this is the chat, the little dollar sign's like right here. So it's like I see the sends, and then it's like I can't see this part because that fucking dollar sign thing is right there. That's why I got to be scooting it up and down so I can read it. Yeah, that's what I'm saying though. Imagine that though. Like you've had all your relationships while you there on the res. You know, it's like a changing of the guard. When I say changing of the guard, I mean changing of the guard. You know, but don't be afraid. I mean, obviously, take your time, let it cook. 100 acres, shit. Wow, that's like I might end up having your shit, building your own little community shit. It's a good idea. Land is always a good idea. Always. I'm just saying there's so many different ways. Infinite almost. There's this the way things can transform, the way things can go, new twists and turns, good twists and turns like that. Like, you know, you do that. I need to have a residential I need to have like a residency there or some shit. You guys can build your own fucking, but if he moves out there, maybe you guys can build your own casino. And now, visiting or in the fucking what you call it, VIP room, performing live. Shango Ray. Yeah. Yeah, y'all be good. All right. So I'm gonna get up out of here. And last call. Anybody else wants to get a one card question? Let it be known. Put a hand emoji in the chat. How many people? It's only 4. So you are active. I know. I think the prophetess is here. That's 2. I don't know who else is here. I don't know if Licious is still here. She took her ass out. You have to come. I actually have some business in Washington. Believe it or not, I'll just say that. Where in Washington you live at? Are you on the mainland or are you on any of those islands? Oh yeah, it'll be good. It'll be good. It's right on my rhomboid. I've had issues. I had a shoulder issue like from years ago. Okay, just checking in on you, Licious. I thought you left. I had a feeling though. That's why I mentioned your name because I felt you. I'm like, I think Licious is here. The cheekery. She's here. She's here. Okay, so yeah, we can get about here. Wait, Tula Lip tribes across. Fuck. Tula Lip tribes across. Get the fuck out of here. Woodby Island? Really? Anyhow, y'all be good. You understand? Chicory, Licious. I thank you for hanging in there. You know what I'm saying? I really appreciate you. Ara, you know I appreciate you. Everyone else kind of just came through. Everybody, I appreciate y'all. Saluting y'all. I might be coming right back in a couple hours, like on some crazy late night shit, just real fast. But I don't know. But if not, I will definitely be coming on sometime today, later today, when I mean like towards the late afternoon. or something like that. Girl, you don't even know. You just don't even know. I can't say nothing about shit. But and I don't speak about my business shit like other business shit. Like, I can't say nothing. Not just because it's public, but also for the esoteric occult reasons as well. But yeah, fuck, this is crazy. We're really locked in. We're really locked in, yo. Because you could have lived in the state of Washington, anywhere in the state, but you had to say Woodby Island. Come on, okay, all right. Anyhow, prophetess, I got mucho love for you, Krabby Patty. All right, so I'm gonna get up out of here. We shall be back maybe later on today. I'll pop back on, but if not, I'll see you Sunday afternoon, which is today. So yeah, I'll see you today, later on today, way later today. All right. Peace. I hope everybody has a great the rest of your evening. I hope your Sunday is cool, nice and relaxing, rejuvenating. Yeah, you do. Yeah, you do. All right. Till next time.